Hello everyone, this is Dr. Schilling from Secoya Health bringing you this week's Wednesday's Wellness Minutes. And today we're going to be talking about Ionic foot baths and BIA. These are two things we're doing a lot of in these days in order to monitor people's health as well as help them detoxify. Let's start with the Ionic foot bath. Our particular unit here is what we use in the clinic. It's a Revive Cleanse from Body Balance Systems. This is a wonderful unit that I used to have at home, and we purchased one for the clinic as well to help people detoxify. Ionic foot baths are great for detoxifying the whole body. It can pull heavy metals, it can pull toxins out, it can help clear candida. Pretty much there's a lot of broad use for this type of technology. Anyone who's ever done a foot bath is going to know when you put your foot in this and it starts up, after a few minutes, the color is going to change in the water. And that's an indication of what the metabolites are coming out of your feet, because it's an Ionic foot bath, into the water. Generally speaking, black is heavy metals, orange is usually joints, blue can be kidneys, white lymph, green is bile from your gallbladder, and so on and so forth. Therefore, if you ever do a foot bath, or when you do one in the clinic next week or in the future, you're going to see different colors and you can have a better understanding of what they are. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us. But this is a great tool as an adjunct to your detox process. It can really supercharge. The feet in Chinese medicine are called downloads, or we call them downloads in other words, and they are toxic pathways. So your body uses them to get things out. It's also really good for, the Ion foot bath is really good for helping get your lymphatic flow going, which is great for detoxification. Moving on to our BIA, it's called a BioImpedence Analysis, and this is the unit we use. And what this will tell you is what's called a phase angle. And a phase angle is a general predictor of your health. Therefore, we have a chart we use to monitor people's health in, and it gives you an idea at when you're born, or fit adolescents are going to have a range of about 10.0 on the BIA bioimpedance scale for the phase angle. From there, you start decreasing as time goes on. As we accumulate toxins, stress, and other issues in our bodies, our phase angle will go down. And it's going to go down naturally with age regardless. Depending on how fast it goes down, will give you an indication of how healthy you are. Therefore, for example, a fit adolescent, as we said, it can be about 10.0. And as you age right around, let's say a male in his 80s is going to be around a 5.0 or so. So you get a good idea of how it's going to break down. And again, we have that chart if you ever want to reference that. The BIA is useful in our practice for monitoring people's health. When people do therapies like pulse magnetic therapy, integrate new nutrition into their lives, detoxify, and improve their nutrition, it gives us a good idea of how well their batteries are charged, because BIA, of course, is measuring how much water are in your cells versus outside of your cells, which gives us an idea of how well your cells can produce energy. BIA is good for understanding the body fat composition, because as it runs the low-level current through your body, it checks to see where the water is sitting, and it can tell whether it's in the cell or outside of the cell. Therefore, a lot of extracellular water outside of the cell is going to give you more fat tissue. And then you can use the algorithm that the machine has to determine what's your free fat mass, which is your bone, and then your actual fat mass. Therefore, it can give you a breakdown idea of how much weight of your body is sitting in your bones, how much is in your fat, how much is water. And water, of course, is critical for life. Generally speaking, we want 60% of your water in your body in the cell and 40% outside of the cell. And then we want the total body water to be anywhere from 55 to 65%. Therefore, they just want to bring you up to speed with a couple of technology we use here in the clinic to advance your health and get you to where you want to be on your health goals and on your journey. Feel free to give us any questions you might have. Send them to us on Facebook. Call the clinic with any questions. We're happy to help you out. And feel free to share this with your family and friends so they can help themselves on their journey. Look forward to seeing you next Wednesday for next Wednesday Wellness Minutes.